Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Ooh, sorry for the bit of a late start. It's been very slow going today. I feel like I got something in my throat, feeling stuffed up. What a great way to end, 2022, right? uh, now, Boris, this is not Yu-Gi-Oh! This is Gundam. Also, how you doing? Boy, this is still too hot. I can't even drink it yet. Yeah, Happy New Year, and have a good rest of the day, Sporus. Appreciate you stopping in. So yeah, today, for the last stream of 2022, we will be building the high-grade Shenlong Gundam. I've been holding on to this thing for a little while now, maybe close to a month-ish? I can't remember exactly. I've been holding on to it for a bit. And what a perfect way to end off the year than to build the final Operation Meteor mobile suit. They can finally join the other 4 Gundams, and I can make up the initial lineup from Gundam Wing. Oh my god. I probably sound terrible. Yep. I'm just gonna power through it. Ooh. So, well, not much really to say. It's another model kit, so we're gonna get at it. Lovely manual, as always. Not too many stickers this time, which is always nice. You know how I love my stickers? Love in quotation marks. Tiny little polycap thing, which is very nice. Don't like a lot of those. And then, honestly, not that many runners. Some of them are incredibly small. But this will still probably take about 2 hours or so. We'll see. Holy Moses. Okay. Let's hope I'll be able to see and read this. Oh, and as always, we have the picture of what the mobile suit is supposed to be. God, I wish it was a transparent PNG, but it is not, and I am sad. Okay. So, let's just start. Maybe I'll get out of this little funk I got going on. So, the Shenlong Gundam. It is the 5th of the 5 original Gundams from Gundam Wing, made to take part in Operation Meteor, which was to essentially wrest control of the entire planet away from pretty much the military complex. Yeah, the industrial military complex. It's a whole thing. Like the other 4 Gundams before it, it had its its blueprints initially started as a copy of the Wing Zeros. The Wing Zero was designed by How the hell does it want me to stick these fuckers in here? Okay. 5 scientists worked on the designs for the Wing Zero, determined it was too dangerous to ever be created. So they all parted ways, took a copy of the plans with them, and then designed their own Gundams from them. The Shenlong, has like not really that much in line with the original Wing anymore. Like the original Wing Zero. It is very different. The scientist that made it was very well used to and was kind of like, I don't know, how do I actually say this right? He was someone that knew how to use actuators and how to design them properly to get specific movement. So the Shenlong is the most flexible of all the other four. Of all the five, I mean. It is so flexible, has such fluid movement, it can very easily mimic and perform martial arts. So it can take stances and do specific moves. It is also equipped with a dragon arm on its one arm, where a thing folds out to form a dragon head, and then that can be extended out to perform just somewhat of a medium-ranged striking attack, with flamethrowers also built in. Shield on its one arm. It has a pole arm on its back that can ignite a beam glaive at the tip, but it doesn't always have to use the beam part. It could just use the pole as a striking weapon. Very much making the Shenlong another one of those close to medium range combatants. No effective long range weaponry whatsoever. I'm looking at this on the wrong side. There we go. And upside down. Good job, Baron. For most of the beginning of the series, its pilot, Wu Fei, was working alone. I mean, all of them worked alone initially, and then eventually they started kind of working together with one of the other pilots. Wu Fei was an exception. Not just because there was, an odd number of pilots, but also because he was very much a lone wolf type, and always trying to be superior and prove that he was a man. So yeah, a lot of the time the Shenlong worked completely alone, whether it was to Wu Fei's benefit or not. You'd also refer to the Shenlong as Nataku, which in later media showed off that Nataku was essentially the name his arranged wife was called, or at least what he called her. And she unfortunately died defending their home colony. And I think he partially blames himself for that, because he was going into battle alongside her with an incomplete Shenlong and trying to disregard her entirely. Just disregarding her as a weak woman. And that, well, kind of partially led to her death, because he took like her only weapons that her suit had at the time. So just kind of to honor her memory, he refers to his Gundam as Nataku, almost like she's been reborn in it. And throughout the early part of the series, he was doing pretty well for himself, I would say. Okay, that doesn't go there yet. What am I doing? I gotta learn to read instructions. Things were going great until the Gundam pilots were essentially manipulated into looking like they were attacking the wrong targets. And then were essentially disavowed by everybody, including the colonies that initially sent them. So their only plan at the moment to try to save face and themselves was to go back into space. And hopefully, you know, somehow smooth things over. Wu Fei made it back into space. Unfortunately, like all the, actually probably most of the Gundams at that time, they were not fit for space combat. They didn't have enough verniers and stuff to properly maneuver in zero-G gravity. I said zero-G gravity when, you know, that's what zero-G, whatever. With no gravity. They couldn't maneuver as well, they couldn't fight as well, and they were very much designed for land combat. So, while Wu Fei actually lasted decently long on his own out in space compared to the Gundam Death Scythe, which, in its first time in combat, got, well, defeated and captured, the Shenlong lasted for a bit and was even trying to make attacks on one of the enemy's main space bases there. Unfortunately, due to his lack of actual being able to properly maneuver, he was partially caught in the blast radius of a space station's massive laser, and lost his dragon arm. He then had to make a hasty retreat by essentially stabbing his fuel tank just to get the pressure of it going out, making him move away from them. And then with his damaged Gundam, he surrendered himself, all as part of a plan to eventually come back and take them out. So the damaged Shenlong was captured, briefly studied, and then the Gundam scientists, the people that made it, and all the other ones, who were previously captured, took the wreckage of the Shenlong and, in secret, were repairing and upgrading it into what would become the Altron, which just added a second dragon arm, a different paint scheme, a little more armor. The beam glaive became a double-ended beam trident, and even gave it a scorpion-like tail with blasters at the end, so it at least had some kind of ranged weapon. 8, 1, 10, 8, 10. Ugh. Trying to focus here, and it's hard. But that's it. That's all there is for Shenlong. It had a good run down on Earth. Once it got into space, it couldn't exactly keep up. And it was also referred to by the enemy factions, because they didn't know what these actual names for these things were, obviously. They weren't broadcasting that to the world, like, hi, this Gundam is called this. They referred to it as Gundam 05. Because, based off their reports, it was the 5th Gundam they had encountered. The Wing Gundam being Gundam 01, Death Scythe being Gundam 02, Heavy Arms being 03, Sandrock 04, and then again, finally, Shenlong as 05. And my god, this does not want to stay in. Let's see what happens once I get a piece over that. Maybe then it will actually stay in place. Ugh, good lord. This doesn't want to line up well. Stay flush. I think that's his... Hang on, I think there's supposed to be gaps there. Okay. Interesting. If that is the case. I feel like it's not, though. Let's see what happens when I start building the rest of it. Maybe it'll come up. Sticker does this want? 3. Okay. Okay. And that goes over. Okay. Not bad. We got a chest. Next. Oh, it's lovely head. Hey, Fionn. I'm okay. I think I'm starting to get sick. How are you doing? Happy New Year's Eve. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Doing good, good, good. Glad. I'm gonna load up on Dakeable today. I got him off today and off tomorrow, so I had time to mostly recover. That's a little off center. use this. Yeah, yeah. That's true. The more fruit you got, the better you are. That's why Gaim wins out in the end, because he's literally a fruit basket. Okay, now the V-fin. Apology if I'm a lot more low energy today. I am just... Oof. I started feeling it last night a bit. And this morning it really just kind of hit me. Well, this one a little more jagged than I wanted, but hey. It's fine. These will be fine. There we go. There's... My Gaim is an orange. Isn't it because, like, besides the apple, which is the obvious forbidden fruit, orange is like the next fruit someone would think of? I mean, the apple is the classic forbidden fruit. And obviously they don't want to give the main character the forbidden fruit powers immediately, kind of thing. Gonna draw on his little face vents right now. Just because it really adds to the look if it's got them. There, that looks nicer. Okay. Alright, so we've got chest and head so far. Up is... oh, the right arm. Oh, the dragon arm. Because they made a list of kids' favorite fruit, and the most common were orange, grapes, and banana. Okay. That, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Here, that's what I want. big round sticker for the front of its shoulder. Yeah, kind of wish I had a metallic green marker or something. Oh well. Work with what I got. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. Especially in person. Let's see, how's it look on camera? Okay, it doesn't look too bad on camera, but the closer you get, you could see the seam on it, but whatever. I don't have a marker to be able to paint it. Or at least color it in, so... Oh well. It'll still be fine. Again, I generally do just stickers anyway. The most I've done for coloring is just taking my black Gundam marker and filling in spots that are a bit darker. Like face vents and whatnot, or like the indents of where verniers are. Just add that little bit extra detail, which honestly does make them look that much better. You know, I've done it on, I did it on Gundam, the Wing Gundam, and it looks a little better with it. A whole bunch of them I've done that on. Just add that little bit extra. And it's definitely made the difference. Alright, so that's that part of the shoulder. I needed a nice chill day like this. Honestly. It's been very go, go, go because of work for a while. I needed a day where I could just mellow. Oh, whoops. I got this upside down. Good job, Baron. There we go. At least that was easy. I didn't get too far before that happened. No. No, now you gotta do it again. Huh? Of course I do. do this. Okay, that stays like that. And then this guy twists around. Alright. Okay, oh, so that's how that goes. Alright, so it's a peg that goes in, and then when you twist it, it won't come off. That's because it's that peg that I slotted in has little divots at the side. So that's a nice way to lock that in. I actually rather like that. And they had to get creative. They have to believably make an arm that could fold out into an extending dragon head. With probably as little parts forming as they could. Oh, get in there. Alright. Ooh. I started sneezing and my headset was falling off. Okay. Next page. Yeah, we got most of an arm. We're getting there at least. Okay. There we go, that's in. these are the D's go. No. Oh man. I even slept in today, honestly. That's just how I was feeling. I slept right in. My alarm went off. I turned it off, and then I just stayed in bed. I didn't have to get up today, like, as early as I usually do, so... yeah, it was okay. Took whatever extra sleep I could get. Hell, I might even end up having a nap after this. Just to really, relax. Okay, now it wants me to take this guy, plug him into the shoulder. What's it want me to do? Oh, twist the entire thing to doy. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now it wants me to go that way. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. That's pretty cool. So the extended part of the arm is just folded up in the shoulder. It's actually a bit of a pain to get it out. So the shoulder actually has these little segments in here, the little holes where the pegs for these guys go. But it's got a slot in there so they can slip right in and hold nice and tightly in place so I don't have the dragon arm just kind of flopping out. Morning, Aura. How you doing? And then we take dragon arm. Well, the rest of the arm. Pop it in place. Oh, now I build the actual dragon part of the dragon arm. Right there it was. Good, just watching YouTube videos. I promise I'm gonna work on something. Yeah, hell, that reminds me. I gotta upload a few more things, old VODs to YouTube. Show you out this sketch arcs. Okay. Scratch. Oh, scratch art. Scratch art. Okay, okay, okay. Oof. I think even if you put it right the first time, I probably wouldn't have read it correctly. I'm a little bit out of it right now. Not feeling the best. Which is like, are you kidding me? Really? the last day of 2022 and I gotta feel like a dog. Ugh. A little sick as a dog. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I think I'll be fine later on, though. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Thank you. Good thing I'm only doing this today, like stream-wise. I'm glad I was ahead of schedule on KH3, so I did not have to do it today. Gotta finish real reaction too. You'll get it done. I saw you got a few of them already done, obviously. Is that the side I gotta put it on? Yes. I saw you got a few done for Duelists and Kingdom Hearts. But hey, now that you know how to do it, the next ones are gonna go by so much quicker. These guys, I need them. This is very awkward. Hey, Daybreak. How's it going, buddy? Need to get Wing Gundam, Death Scythe, and Shenlong. Did buy an adorable Zhongli emote. Oh, Zhongli. Yeah, Wing Zero, Sandrock, and Heavy Arms. Shenlong was the last one I needed. I was just waiting for the Gunpla shop I always order my stuff from to finally get them in stock, and they did, and I jumped on it. I could have made it, but it's fun supporting other people. Yeah, that's true. It's fun to support others. Go. Now I make a hand. And hopefully soon we'll get the Epion. I'm still waiting for a high-grade tall geese. Give me my tall geese, damn it. I need my big duck. I want my big duck, damn it. Do I still have it on here? I gotta search through a million images here. Okay, it does not look like I actually have it on here. Damn, alright, new source. Do I still have it on my desktop? Yes, I do. Give me my big duck! Maybe not this specific big duck, but... Give me my big duck! You got the cure for cancer in real gray form. It looks like an HG. Yeah, but I'd rather not pay real great prices for it. Plus, I mean, they're already partially there. They did make a Leo. They did make the Leos, which kind of has parts that are very much Tall Geese-esque. So I feel like that was like their small hint toward Tall Geese is coming. Is that a duck Gundam? It's the goose from Untitled Goose Game wearing the armor of the Tall Geese from Gundam Wing. It's the Untitled Tall Goose. I love the Tall Geese. The Tall Geese is my favorite of just any mobile suit in general. I don't know why. Actually, I kind of know why. It's a prototype suit. It's literally the oldest suit in the Gundam Wing verse. It was the first suit. The first suit, and everything else came from it. I just need the Epion so I can build it to one-winged angel. Oh. Oh, there it is. And 27. This thing a lot so far. I like that it made us build the dragon arm first. So there we got its special snowflake arm. Which I think technically for the attack I'm supposed to pull the fist off, but I don't feel like pulling the fist off after I just put it on. So there, he's got an extendo arm. I very much like the engineering that went into this to make the dragon arm possible. In there? You're not in there. There you are. Now you're in there. Now your favorite Gundam is the Gundam ground type? Okay, yeah. Good choice. Very nice design. I like the colors on it. Okay, next up is just the regular arm, which is not nearly as complicated as that arm. Ground type is just a simplistic looking MS and looks very... Yeah, very much. I agree with you there. And it makes sense, you know, just for the setting. in one of the more realistic Gundam OVAs. So something super fancy, bright, and colorful isn't exactly, you know, right for an actual battlefield. Another I like is the Alex from 0080. Yeah, the Gundam Alex is one of my favorites. I very much like the Gundam Alex a lot. The fold-up wrist miniguns is just top tier. And the GP0 line from Stardust Memory. And honestly, I don't really like the GP01 or the GP03. I kind of like the GP02, mostly because it is so different compared to, like, the other Gundams in general. It's just a very big, beefy boy with a sinister-looking face, a massive shield, and a literal nuke bazooka. It's just imposing. The other ones are just kind of... You like the original Gundam? Well, here they are, just slightly different. It's a little more possibly modern, but not really. I mean, there's nothing really special about the GP01 or its space variant. The GP03 is like, okay, my arms can extend and I can dock with a big battle station thing, but other than that, I'm just a regular-ass Gundam still. And you like the new from Char's Counterattack? I mean, the new is a very good design. Does kind of harken back to the original, which I think is the point. It is the original main character's final suit. And it being white and black instead of, you know, white, blue, red, yellow is a good evolution of it all in the end. It went for a more simplistic, realistic color scheme rather than the bombastic one of the original. Because it's not a game. War is not a game, and Amuro knows that. He does not want another war. He doesn't like combat. He's seen too much of it, too much tragedy. He's seen where it all leads. He's had to experience it firsthand. Okay, I like the strike in general and its various different packs on it. The impulse in general is okay. It's just, you know, Strike Gundam, but again. So I don't like it nearly as much. I feel like the Strike Freedom is way too much of an over-designed mess. The Freedom I much prefer of the two. Might be a little more simplistic compared to the Strike Freedom, but I think that works in its favor. Because, like, the Strike Freedom having gold joints everywhere, that's too much. You're drawing way too much attention to it. And Destiny, I'm also not that much of a fan of. It is just kind of there. Though of the seed suits, the Dual Gundam is my absolute favorite of all of them. He's the most simple of them all, but I like the Dual. Very, very much the most. Damn it, I missed a part. Can I just slide this in? I cannot, damn it. Ugh, that's annoying. You got 5 ads? Damn. They shouldn't be very long, though. I think it's only set for, like, maybe 30 seconds to a minute for every hour I'm on here. And I'm going for an hour, so yeah, that would make sense. It shouldn't be that long. There we go. Easy mistake for me to fix there. Bestest turn A because of its beautiful mustache. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the turn A that much. It's okay. It is funny that yes, it does indeed have a mustache. Where are we here? Was it 1, 30, 20? Okay. There we go. We got our second arm on there, and as you can see, its left arm is definitely different from the right arm. It is just a regular ass arm. And not this fold-out dragon arm monstrosity. Oh, you like the Zakudam Goof Trio? Okay. Next page. Alright, we're finally onto the legs. Hallelujah. And, oh my god. It's just literally saying, alright, do these same steps twice to make both legs. There's nothing different about them. Thank you for that. Well, that's B. There's C. Got a Naruto kid to get back in the model building, and because he had a stand. Stands are always nice. I wanted to go the other way. Okay, that's alright, cool. Okay, there's BCs. DB. Oh, you like the O and the Cubile, huh? So very much a Zeta fan, then. I mean, Zeta is a wrong runner. Zeta is a very, very good show. Even if Tamino at the time was going through depression, and I mean, that kind of shows with how dark it gets. Though I guess it does, you know, add to it. In a way, weirdly enough. Which way does it want me to do this? From the front to the back? The back, okay. Ooh. Still another 4 hours so I can take some more Dayquil. Come on, Baron. You can do this. You can do this. Just realized. This is part of the runner from Sandrock still. Well, I mean, it makes sense. These Gundams would share parts in general. They are based off the same set of data, but I only just realized it now because I'm looking at the handle of one of Sandrock's swords. That's just there. Nicknamed Cubile, the Fairy of Space. Those fairies, yeah, fairies are very, very scary. Yeah, you don't want to cross a fairy. They are kind of a bunch of SOBs. Okay, would you go into the hole, please? Thank you. Yeah, Maleficent is a prime example. But I mean, she mostly did what she did in that because it was a big slight against her, not inviting her. It's like, yeah, you're evil, but technically, she still should have been invited. They've to that christening. I mean, yeah, it was very much a they're just kind of breaking you know, oh, what the hell am I trying to say here? What am I breaking some kind of tradition? It's like, yes, she's very clearly evil and we don't like her, but you're supposed to invite them anyway as just a show of respect. Because, I mean, they invited the 3 good fairies, and they were giving, like, fucking nothing as gifts. And then Maleficent shows up because they break that, and then they're insulting her when she is there, so that's why she places that curse. At least that's kind of like the interpretation from the original animated, Disney animated film. They very obviously changed it in Maleficent of why she does what she does, but yeah. Moral of the story, do not cross a fairy in any way you can. Do not offend a fairy. They will fuck your shit up. And empty. It's always nice when I can finish off a runner. Well, I mean, I still have a lot of Gundam to go here, but still. think the Cubulate inspired Frieza somewhat, possibly? It is quite possible. But I mean, they're out in space, and usually things are darker colored in space, somewhat. And then here comes a Cubulate rocking up in a mostly white with pink accents. It very much stands out and wants you to look at it because it's going to kill you. It wants you to know it's the one that's taking you out. Which I think is also part of what makes it sinister, because, well, you go with the classic white isn't always good kind of thing in media. How you have your how you have, like, your evils, like your dark reds and blacks, and good is your light blues or whites. And then in comes the Cubulate, which is almost completely white, but it's evil as a hell. Maybe not evil, I mean... just against the good guys. They have their reasons. She's doing this for a specific reason. Why she's waging this campaign that she does. There is a reason. It's not even self-beneficial. It's to benefit other people as well. So you're saying morally great characters are still villains? Well, I mean, that's just because that's, well, the perspective we have. They're going against our main characters, so they are the villains. To them, they see themselves as the hero. And they are heroes to other people. Like, they're not going around killing people just because, ha ha ha, I like killing everybody. They have an end goal in the way and are trying to do what they can to achieve that goal. Sometimes peacefully, sometimes not so peacefully. There's some, obviously, in the series that are just in it for the killing. And just take, you know, pleasure in doing that. Like, Yazin Gable from Zeta, Ali Al-Sachez from Double O. Those are guys that just want to kill for the sake of killing. They like war because war is fun. This Haman sounds threatening. That let's not even get started on fucking ribbons. Someone's so goddamn vain that he decides to change a multi-century plan because one kid looked up at him inside a Gundam suit in awe and figured, huh, maybe I am God. I mean, he technically engineered his own downfall by making that kid become a Gundam pilot. If he had never done that, well, he probably would have won in the end, fully. Then said kid kicked his ass twice. I mean, they only fought once. So it's really only once that he kicked his ass. Because they only fought the one time. Sure, they had to change suits partway through, but still. You can actually even argue, before they changed suits, Ribbon was the victor of that fight. He got an original GN drive. His suit was still functional, but heavily damaged, compared to Setsuna, who was damn near knocked out and his suit was rendered essentially immobile. Not exactly able to fight. It lost one of its drives, lost an arm, lost its legs, lost its head. The thing was not combat worthy. I mean, neither was Ribbon's, but it could still move. He was just gonna slap it onto this freaking his own Gundam until, you know, he wise up, is like, my suit is way too damaged. It was just by luck he ran into the O Gundam. Setsuna's still a better pilot, but Ribbons is just cunning enough he was able to have a suit that was, you know, very overpowered in the first half of their fight. Plus, Setsuna had taken a crap ton of damage beforehand trying to fight through literally 2 separate armies. Are you kidding me? Drop the damn piece. And it's a tiny piece, too. Gotta be careful. Oh, what am I doing? This goes down here. Oh yeah, Ribbons Almark is a really dumb name. All the Innovades have really dumb names. What are you for? I'm kind of worried. Okay, looks like it's for the back. Cool, cool, cool. Where are we? Nearly there. Best way to do this is through here. And then here. There we go. Alright. Now to give it its side skirts, now that it has its front and back one. Right, now we put it all together. Okay, and we need to give it his backpack now, which is thankfully only like a few parts. Be able to get rid of more runners shortly, which is even better. Yeah, this is actually going a lot quicker than some other kits. I'm actually nearly done. Doesn't have, like, much in the way of weapons, so... There's a dinky little backpack. We're nearly there. Just 2 more things to build on it. And then the rest is optional. And hands. Well, actually, not even options. Just literally just hands. There's its glaive. That's just a pole right now. A single piece. Which again, it can use without the beam if it so chose. It could just be a giant metal stick that smacks things with. Good way to save energy. But when you don't want to save energy, There, now it's the glaive. Which hand is it usually in? Box. Which hand is the glaive usually in? Box. Left hand. Okay, that makes sense. It doesn't want to be holding the pole arm in its right hand if it's about to extend it. And then we need its shield. And there we are. The Shenlong Gundam in all of his simplistic glory. And I just pulled his hand off. Yeah, not bad. I do like it. And again, this is the last of the main Gundams from Gundam Wing until they got all their upgrades. Or just a whole new suit in Hito's case. Just replacing the Wing Gundam outright with the Wing Zero. I still have a few things I need to clip out though, so I'm going to do that right now. Namely, hands. A lot of hands. Like a metric fuck ton of hands. I say metric fuck ton, but it's really only 3 pairs of hands in total. Still. It's very generous. Sometimes we're lucky if we get 2 sets of hands. Sometimes we'll get a set and a half. Okay. Don't think I use anything else off of this runner now, so... Nor do I use anything else off of this runner. There is nothing left on you. There is something left on this one, though. And that being more parts to extend the arm even further if I so chose. Like, when I say Dragon Extendo Arm, I mean Extendo Arm. Look at that. Like, let's just see how far I can make this arm go. Need to take the hand off. Just so it's proper. I'll take the glaive out of his other hand. Okay, how's it want me to do this? It wants me to do it like that, apparently. I see, I see. Then I plug you back in. Then I plug this part in. And then I plug this in. And I manage to turn it around so it locks in place. Flip the dragon. Good God. Just, my God. Yeah, they're not kidding when they say this thing extends. Like, just damn. Can't hold up the weight of it, though. As you can see, it immediately goes down. It's a bit much. But I like that we get the option to do so. And I'm gonna replace this hand with a sloped one. Just because it makes more sense to have an angled hand when holding this glaive. My God, that thing does not want to hold like in the hole for the hands that well. Oof. Ew. It just... gross. Why is that so bad? Probably gonna have to... Definitely gonna have to frickin' try and tighten that up. For once, actually try and tighten up a joint. Just by making that ball a little bit thicker with... You could use stuff like hairspray or super glue. Just put a light coating on it so it gets that tiny bit thicker. There we go, the Ultron, the Shenlong Gundam in all of its glory. Yeah, this is a nice little kit. Just make sure this is folded up proper. Yeah, there's Gundam 05. I have the other Wing Gundams out. Minus Wing Zero. I didn't want to grab him just because. So, There he is next to the Wing Gundam. Death Scythe. Another one who uses a big-ass pole. Good old Heavy Arms. And finally, Sandrock. There's one particular picture with all of them together. Actually, there's two pictures of all 5 of them together, and I might try and recreate those poses at some point, maybe post them online, just because they're nice photos. Okay, let me swap over. And pull that back up. So yeah, there we are. Good old Shenlong. That's all the Wing Gundam's done. Now it's eventually, if I ever want to pay for the P Bandai exclusives of the Heavy Arms and Sandrock Custom, the eventual Altron that'll come out, as well as Death Scythe Hell. And it's just waiting on Epion, Hulgies, and whatever else I decide. But that is going to be it from me for today. That's it. That is all from me. This is the last stream of 2022. Because, you know, as of tomorrow, in 12 hours my time, basically, it'll be 2023, the new year. And as you can see on my left, I have my schedule still up. Our first stream of the new year is going to be another Lego building stream that we had pretty much last year. This time, it'll be Slave 1. That might take a little while. And then later that day, we'll continue with a bit of Chroma Squad. Because I was enjoying that and only can't stop because my internet was going a little fucky at the end there. But again, that's going to be it for me for today. So, thank you everybody for watching, commenting, and lurking. I appreciate it very, very much. I hope everyone has themselves a great day, and have a happy new year.